Hello friend, so welcome to our machine shop, okay, which is in our Silver Oak University. And today we are going to discuss about the various types of machines. So like lathe machine, then we have the shaper machine, we have the milling machine and grinding machine. So we will discuss and we will see that how the different machine will work. And during the lectures, already I have told you that these machines are used for mainly for metal removal. Means if you want to give the desired shape and size of any of the material, then we can give with the help of this machine. Okay, so first we will start with the lathe machine here. So let us see various parts first, and then we will discuss, and then we will see that what are the various operations we can perform. Okay, so first part that you can see on the machine, so that is the headstock. Okay, so this is called as a headstock, and it is the main member because all the driving mechanisms to run the machine are installed on the headstock. Okay, here you can see this is the pulley and belt mechanism. So this pulley and belt mechanism that will work for variation in speed. Now if you come at this point, so this is called the chuck. And now at the time of lecture we have also seen the various types of chucks like 3-jaw chuck and 4-jaw chuck. So here you can see the 4-jaw universal chuck, and in that here this is the workpiece which is fixed into this chuck. Okay, these are the wedges that you can see. Now this one is called as a tailstock. Okay, the main function of the tailstock is to guide the workpiece. Means it just works as a support purpose only. Okay, now this is the tool post, and on the tool post you can see one tool, that is single point cutting tool, that will be fixed over here. Okay, and that will do the cutting action. Now if you see at the bottom, so this is called as a cross rail. Okay, these are the guide rails. Okay, and on which this whole attachment has been fixed. Means cross rail, saddle, tailstock, everything will be fitted on the guide rails. And below the guide rails, if you can see here, so these are called as a bed. So this is the bed of the lathe machine. So the whole weight of the machine that has been on the bed. And here you can see these are called as a legs of the machine. And on the other side of this machine, if you can see here, okay, so this side you can find the lead screw. So that will rotate, or this saddle and carriage, the motion of this two will be handled using this lead screw. So after discussing about the various parts, now let us understand that how this machine will remove the material. So now let us start the machine, and then we will see how it cuts the material. So you can see now the machine is on. You can see the chuck is rotating, and you can also see the single point cutting tool which is already cutting the material. Okay, so the workpiece will rotate, your tool remains stationary, and when your tool and workpiece comes in contact with each other, so at that time it will remove the material from the part. Okay, so here you can see the chips has been formed, and you can also see that the material removal process. Okay, so by this what we can do is we can give the desired shape, desired size, and according to our requirement we can cut the material. Okay friends, so after the lathe machine, now let us see about the shaper machine. So this is the shaper machine that we have in our laboratory. So like a lathe machine, first we will understand the various parts of the shaper machine. So first part that you can see here, so this is called as a ram. Okay, and this is the reciprocating member. So this will reciprocate and it will give the cutting action over here. So basically this is our workpiece. and on the front side of the head, or sorry, ram, you can see this is the clapper box. So this is called as a clapper box, and here you can see our tool has been fixed. Okay, so this is again a single point cutting tool which will cut the material. So while this ram will reciprocate, this will cut the material. Okay, this tool will remove the material. The working we will see later on. Now this is the vise. Okay, so on the vise we have clamped our workpiece. This is called as a saddle. This is called as a knee, and this is called as a elevating screw, or we can say as a lead screw. So this lead screw will move this saddle and this knee up and down motion. So we can adjust the height of our workpiece. And at the bottom you can see this is the base. So the machine, or the whatever the weight of the machine, will be resting on the base. And on this side, if you see, so this mechanism is called as a quick return motion mechanism. That means whatever may be your first stroke, your return stroke will come at a double speed. Okay, so whatever speed your first stroke will go, your return stroke will be at a faster rate. Okay, and that will ultimately saving your time.
Start.
So now as you can see, our machine is on now, and we are going to cutting the plate. So as I have said earlier, this rack will reciprocate, and you can see here the single point cutting tool is over here. So that will remove the material. So you can see on the top of the top surface of the workpiece. So it is removing the material from the top surface, and left only the flat surfaces. Either it may be a horizontal or it may be a vertical. So any kind of flat surface can be done using the shape of the spine. So now we can see the form of the cutting of a single surface. Okay friends, so after watching the shaper machine, now let us come to the milling machine. So as already we have discussed during the lectures, that the lathe machine and shaper machine are the single point cutting tool machines. Okay, whereas here we are using the multiple point cutting tool. Okay, the operations which we can perform on the shaper and lathe machine, the similar kind of operation we can perform over here also. So first let us discuss about the parts, then we will see the working. So in the part you can see first, so this is the base. Okay, so this is the base of the machine which is heavily casted and main member of the machine. So the whatever the weight of the machine will rest on the base. Now if you can see here, so this is the column of the machine. Okay, so this is the column which is resting on a base. Now on the top side, if you can see, this is called as an overhead arm, and here the spindle and driving mechanism, that will be over here. And you can see here, this is the multiple point cutting tool. So this tool will rotate and it will cut the material. This is the table, or we can say a vise for clamping purpose. So we can clamp our workpiece over here. This is the saddle. Here this is the knee. This is our knee. Okay, and here you can see the elevating screw at the bottom. So this is our elevating screw. So by moving up and down, we can do with the help of this elevating screw. Okay, so now let us see the working. Okay friends, so now the machine is on, and you can see that the multiple point cutting tool cutter is now in a rotation cutting, and you can see it cuts the material right now. So you can see how easily it cuts the material. Okay, so this kind of slot, surface, everything can be cut using this kind of machine. Okay friends, so about the surface grinding machine. Okay. So basic purpose of grinding machine is to finish the surfaces. Okay. So we have a surface grinder available over here. So now we will see how it finishes the surface. So after removing the material, for finishing purpose we are using this surface grinder machine. So now let us see how it